trying to fix the defensive things from the other night?
It's been good. I think we got the win against Troy. We were pleased with the win, but then again, we didn't feel like we played our best ball. But we still found a way to get the win. But so we're pleased from that aspect. But trying to get everything cleaned up and just trying to get ready for South Alabama right now.
What do you look and see when you look at the missed tackles? What happened on those plays?
It's hard to really put a finger on it, but maybe we just weren't locked in. And they had some good backs, not to take credit away from them, but tackling should be one of our strong points, and that's something we've been working on all week.
I've been asking several players. Some teams and coaches are going to look at that film and go, "There's a little bit of blueprint there on how to attack Mississippi State's defense." Do you think it's going to be a problem in the future if teams run that up-tempo style? South Alabama does a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. But nah, that's not going to be a problem at all. Our offense all last year tried to go tempo against us, and it was nothing for us. It was just a little adjustment. I really don't think it was the tempo that got to us. I think it was just the fact that we weren't locked in and focused maybe all throughout the week during practice, but still found a way to get the win, so we were happy about that.
How did you feel mentally? You're the guy known as the Einstein out there, pointing out where the plays are going. You saw it all during the Auburn game. What was it like against Troy?
About the same. I can't call out almost every play, but little things that I could pick up on, I'm trying to let the other guys know. But so yeah.
Was it tougher against Troy, or was it?
About the same, really. I don't really know if one game's harder than the other to pick up tendencies or not, or hadn't came across one yet. I'm sure there will be. But not so much.
They're probably really good at setting those screens really quick and doing things like that.
They were good. They were good at finding our soft spots and attacking our soft spots. We rallied to the ball and we made the tackles and came out on top still.
Did you find it hard to get guys on and off the field just when they got going, when they were starting to get first down?
That's always hard. That's why tempo offenses do tempo. Just to keep the defensive players on the field, and that's the whole thing around tempo offense. So of course that's going to be difficult.
What do you expect for South Alabama?
I hadn't got to watch much film on them. I was actually heading over there now. I came over here, but I know they're going to be a young, eager team, ready, excited to play us. So we got to bring our A game for sure.
When you look at Troy's short passing game, which they did a lot of, and I'm sure a lot of responsibility falls on the linebackers on that. There were some things I don't think you did well enough, maybe sometimes.
For Troy or South Alabama's passing game?
What happened against Troy, yeah?
Their passing game just found some soft spots and caused us to have to rally to the ball, really, probably is what it was.
You guys take it more personal that they put up so many yards, or, does that rile you up?
Oh, for sure. Coming from a defensive guy, if anybody runs the ball on us, we take it as a stab to the heart. But it's good. It's something we all need. We need a little grit. You always need a little kick in the butt every now and then.
You haven't been involved personally, Cam, but there's been a lot of talk about turnovers that have been created by guys, and just talk about what do you think has been the element to all these turnovers early in the year.
Right. It's just been something we hone in on during training camp. We're always. A good defense causes turnovers, and right now I think we're at the top number one for turnover ratio. But it's just something we always work on. If you can if the closer you are to the ball, if you can get the ball, you're more valuable to the defense. So that's what we try to do.
Teams have been thrown away from Banks. They're throwing towards Slay, and Slay's got 4 interceptions, leads the nation. What can teams do now? What are they going to do, you think?
That just goes to show you. It's hard to find a weakness in a good defense, and you try to throw away from Slay, you run into Banks. Try to throw away from Banks, you got Slay over there. And I feel like it's kind of like that whole way with our whole defense. You can't really pick on one guy because then someone else is over there waiting on you. So that's good for us.
I know a lot of people will judge the defensive line and the linebackers too, to a degree. Based on certain stats, sacks, tackles for loss. But y'all haven't put up big numbers there. But how do you judge yourself beyond those numbers?
Numbers and stats is something we can't really get caught up on. Right now we're 3-0, we're undefeated, so we're doing our part, and everybody's doing their part to get the wins, and that's all we're worried about. I know the more wins that come, the stats will come with it, but that's not our focus right now. It's just getting the wins.
Coach Wilson said the other day he wants more negative yardage plays. You guys weren't able to do that against Troy. Is that something you guys talk about in practice, try to focus on?
For sure. tackle's one thing, but tackle for a loss is a whole nother category. And if you can rack up on some tackles for loss, that's pretty intimidating and a pretty good stat to have under your belt.
Since you've been here, Cam, do you feel like turnovers can be taught with guys, just how to go get those, or do you feel like it's kind of an instinct thing?
To a certain extent, a lot of it, you just got to have good ball skills. Some guys just have a knack for the ball. Others, it's kind of like speed. You can teach speed, you can coach up speed. Except some guys are just built fast. There's some guys that'll never run a 4.3, but you can teach it to an extent. But some guys just have unbelievable ball skills and instincts.